But we're gonna take you back on a rewind.
Okay.
You can, we can debrief on the state meet and how'd you feel. How'd you feel going into the state meet this year? You were on your home turf and nothing would surprise you about the track field, what the stadium and all that looked like. So how'd you feel going into the state meet?
Okay. So to be honest, physically, I didn't feel the best going into the state meet. It's obviously been like a long season for everybody. So I wasn't feeling great. Like I know that like my hip was bothering me and I was just trying to get through it. And it was just like because I had been running so much. But mentally I was prepared. I felt like I was ready to run. And I knew like the little nicks that I was having wasn't gonna stop me as long as I was there mentally. So I was just ready to go out there and run. I had a record written on my mirror. I had quotes and stuff. So I was definitely prepared. I knew that it was our track, so I knew that like we practiced on it through all conditions. So I knew that regardless, it would be good. It was just a matter of how good it would be. So yeah, I would say I was pretty prepared, and when I'm mentally prepared, everything else just follows.
Now, this was a big season in a sense that you're a hurdler, but you actually didn't hurdle this year.
Right.
You chose to focus on the flat, staying on the flat track versus hurdling. What went into that decision making, and then, of course, some people may not know you are here because you are the state champion in the 4x2. I mean, the 4x4 and the Open 200, right? So you
Yes.
stayed flat. You had two state titles. You're the first male athlete we've brought back on the podcast.
Yes, yes.
So congratulations on that one.
Thank you.
But we
Thank you.
wanted to kind of get a little bit of insight on you transitioning out of the hurdles, staying on the flat, and then what went into that decision making.
Yeah. So going into indoor season, I knew that I had big goals in the hurdles. So I knew that in order to run faster in the hurdles, I needed to get faster without the hurdles. So, and I really wasn't happy with where I was out without the hurdles the year prior. So my junior year, I was kind of just, I would say mid in the flat event. So I'm like, I could get some more speed under me. So all in conditioning, I was working. Obviously, I wasn't doing a lot of hurdles, a lot of hurdling, and so my teammates are pretty fast. I mean, I train with Denim and Dexter and the whole 4x4 and all of them. So they're all fast in their own right. So I knew that like working with them and doing workouts with them and keeping up with them that I would only benefit from that and it would help my hurdles eventually. And so yeah, I mean I started off like that and then I got really comfortable with winning races, open races, like in training and I just felt like I was getting faster and I ended up running a 60 earlier in the year and it was pretty fast to say the least and I was pretty excited about that. So I just wanted to push myself and see what else I could run in and run fast in. So it kind of started with that, and I just kind of fell in love with trying new events and running fast in them. And then the 200, I started a month before the state meet, so I ended up running it, and that was just one of the events that was on my schedule to try, and I ran pretty fast, surprised a lot of people, and then after that, it just kind of I was like, yeah, I think I need to stick with this trend. So I know hurdles will always be there, so it was just
Yeah,
kind of going with what was there.
I love that. So what'd you tell yourself on the start line for the 200? Because, at that point, you're in the finals. Everyone knows everyone's time coming in the finals. What were you thinking?
But wait, let me add
Oh, I'm
something
sorry.
to that.
Yeah.
So before you answer that, you in the prelims, somebody else broke the state record. So
Right,
really,
right,
what is it that goes through
right,
your mind when you like
right.
the guy on my inside broke the state record, the guy on my outside ran a faster time than me? What is how does that connect? What's going through your brain
Yeah,
at that point?
yeah. That's facts. Yeah.
I actually talk about this quite often. So whenever I seen it, I thought I ran fast in the prelims. That was my PR. So whenever I seen the record go down, I was kind of just like, wow, like that's crazy. So
Hmm.
I was kind of spooked. I can't lie. I knew I had the 4x1 before the 200 finals, so that kind of got my head back right and got my legs under me. But I was definitely spooked at first. I was worried, but I didn't let anyone see that. I just kind of talked to my coach. He's like, "You're good. Like that felt easy for you. So you just have to keep that same mindset. This doesn't change." And I always have this thought that like the outcome isn't predetermined. So You never know what's going to happen when the time comes. And I just kind of felt like it was my day. I mean, I had been working all season, and I'm strong in faith, and I felt like God wouldn't have brought me that far to like just leave me there. And I knew that what we had talked about, and I just keep that between us. And so, yeah, I mean, I would say before the race, I was confident. I knew what I was there to do. And honestly, yeah, I didn't really doubt that I would win. My mom had texted me. She's like, "You're good," and I'm like, and I knew what she was talking about, and I was like, "Yeah," like I didn't really have any doubt once I got to the line. I would say before when it first happened, I was worried, but when I got to the line, all that went away.
Well,
Love that honesty and transparency.
yeah. I mean, you had a right to be a little nervous, but
Yes.
I'm going to say this: I had a feeling it was going to happen for you, to the point where it was raining. I was standing in the rain watching. I was like, I just got to watch this too, and then I can go. I just got to watch it too. It was raining, and I sat there. I watched, and Coach had to leave. And as soon as it happened, I called. I was like, he did.
Like, he won. He won. I'm screaming. We were so excited. Like, we just won. Like, you hear me?
Right.
No. So what was that when you, okay, so we know you're a little spooked, but then you shook it off, you got on the line, and you say it is what it is. Like, it's all fair. It's equal playing field. We all in this. Like, whoever crossed the line first. So when you crossed that line and looked up on the Jumbotron and saw Antonio Smith, 200-meter champ, what were your thoughts? Like, how'd you feel? What were you thinking?
Honestly, I heard my name before I seen it. So as soon as I got done, like I heard my mom screaming, and I was like, okay, well, if she's screaming like that, I had to have won. And I kind of felt like I won, but I couldn't see the outside lanes. But I knew that I had beat the person that had the record. So I felt like I was like 95% sure that I won. And in my head, when I did win, I thought it was a record. Because obviously if he had run the record prior, I thought that I had run a record if I beat him. Because I was telling myself that before the race, I was like, I will run a record again if I have to win. So I would just say like it was almost like a feeling of relief. Like the happiness didn't really hit me until after. I would say it was relief just because that's the track that I practice on, and there's so many memories, and I put so much pressure on myself before the race that like when I won, it was I couldn't be happy immediately. I just had to take a deep breath and thank God. Yeah. And so I would just say it was relief, and yeah, it was just the most. I can't even describe the amount of relief that I had, and it was just really special for me.
I love that.
Now with becoming a champion, that changes some things. You know, you may have some more people in your ear. You may have some more schools looking at you. Talk to us about this journey, where you are now. We saw you recently you committed to IU.
Yes.
How do we get there?
So I'd actually been communicating with IU for a while, but with me jumping around so much, it was kind of hard for me to see any real improvement with any one thing. And it was also kind of hard for coaches to track what I was going to do and how well I was doing it, because I wouldn't stay with anything long enough to really see my potential in it. I mean, not potential. I guess like I had potential in everything, but to see how far I could take it this year. And so with me focusing on the 200, I noticed a trend. Like every meet where I'd run faster, there would be more coaches talking to me and more coaches. And so I kind of just played the long game. I had committed somewhere where long story short, I decommitted pretty quickly. And once I started running faster, it was just more coaches and more coaches. And then eventually at the state meet, it was wild. Like, I mean, my phone was ringing off the hook. So it's a blessing. I feel like it was a blessing in disguise for sure.
Yeah, what a great feeling. But like you said, playing a long game, because we remember IU was at the top of your list. I mean, we can freely share that. So it's awesome how things came full circle and you're at where you really wanted to be. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
For sure. I know that's exciting. So with that, as you transition into your freshman year at Bloomington, you mentioned that, hurdles will always be there. So what are the events that IU, what are they expecting you to run?
From what I know right now, the 200 and 400 will probably be what I'm training. Not to say that I won't ever do hurdles again,
Yes.
but right now the trend is I'm improving a lot faster and more in the open sprints.
Mhm.
But from what I've been told, it is definitely a possibility that I could be doing the hurdles, and that it's kind of just whatever training's looking like,
Yeah.
and we're just gonna try some things, but we'll know really soon what I'll be running.
Well, I could see them being like, oh, the 400 hurdles, like we saw you
Right.
last summer. So just
Right.
dropping that little nugget in your coaches, if they're viewing this, your future coaches. So no, this dope to be well-rounded, right? And so you have great options. And so that's exciting in itself. So we're really looking forward to seeing your success as you transition and leave us and go off to IU Bloomington.
I know, that's my spot.
Yeah, it's cool. I'll say yay. Yay like this. Yay. No, but I'm super excited. It's all love.
Is there anything else you want to share with people who have, followed you along and you want them to continue to follow you? Is there anything you want to share?
Yes, well, for all the people that supported me throughout the season, all the coaches that were in my ears, all the positive words that I've gotten, because this year has definitely not been the easiest for me. So I want to say thank you to all the coaches, all my high school coaches and staff, especially at NC and Storm, as they kind of work hand in hand. So just want to say thank you to all the people that supported me. Y'all know who y'all are. I make it known really often. Coach Ware, Coach Ina. Yeah.
And keeping you together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
You got it. But it's been a
I'm
pleasure
still waiting
to
on
work
a
with you.
testimonial from my chiropractic office now.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you right after this.
We put some work in.
I got you right after this.
I hear you.
No, but Antonio, it's been such a pleasure. You're an amazing athlete. And so your personality, your mindset, how motivated you are for yourself, but also for your teammates. I mean, we saw it from the beginning. And so it's been a pleasure. So we're genuinely excited for your future and what you've done so far.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we really do look forward to it.
Thank you. Thank you.